Okay, it should be done. Let me just... Hello, fellow English speakers. Today, I want to talk about something incredibly important to me. Faith, God, and salvation. My only faith has always been and always will be... Crazy hamburger! Minecraft. My God is a square, not a cube. You're a cube. My God is a square. And in my church, salvation is finding the person who came up with the 1.9 combat system and promptly cutting his fucking hands off. So no such bullshit can ever be added into the game ever again. My religious awakening, that thirst for mining and crafting, arose around the age of 6 or 7, or at most 6 and maybe 7. At that time, my elementary school classmates, half-wit imbeciles like me, were busy playing the cool video games. You know, stuff like Counter the Strike, League of the Legends, sex gangsters. But my nervous system was craving something completely different. Something less rigid. So instead, I got hooked on and played the shit out of Minecraft. If Minecraft was like heroin, at that time, I was like fucking Kurt Cobain. The first time I got access to premium non-pirated Minecraft, man, that was the first, and which I've since realized the last time I experienced hands-free ejaculation. And when I wasn't playing Minecraft, I was watching Minecraft. And at that time, great men were playing Minecraft and uploading that shit to YouTube. Minecraft survival, Minecraft minigames. You built Auschwitz! Minecraft maps. Damn jolly times, though, swear. Time skip to 2025. And today, many of those great men aren't with us anymore. And even though the men have died, their virtual plugs, specifically map makers, are somehow still around. If you look up Minecraft maps, you're gonna find out that these psychopaths, these recklesses, are still fucking afloat. I don't even know how. I don't know who even fucking plays Minecraft maps in 2025. I don't know how many $20 deals were taken to achieve that feat, but... Anyways, obviously no one cares much for any fucking parkour or minigame maps. Those are so next year. Unpack your bags, little bro. Instead, today I want to focus on and talk about the so-called adventure maps, as I consider them to be the most interesting. I've picked a few modern Minecraft adventure maps, and today I'm going to be playing them and commentating them like a 6-year-old pimp. And today I'm going to be reviewing them. And today I'm going to be inviting your mamita for dinner. Maybe. If you end up liking the video, then like the video. If you end up liking the video much, then move your cursor 4 times the length of a baboon's cock to the left and click the big red button, unless you're colorblind. Then click the big yellow button. And now, let us game. The first one's called The Legend of Creeper. This name alone would make the average middle schooler in 2015 fucking explode violently. The Legend of Creeper. I'm an idiot. The plot to this map is so fucking complex and intricate. I'm thinking it was Nolan. It was either Christopher fucking Nolan or Vince Gilligan. Cause ain't no way _Admo is the mastermind behind this. So it goes something like this. In this universe, the creepers, the green lispy fuckers that go extinct. Our character wakes up in his house and goes outside to meet some underage child that starts whining about some bears roaming in the woods. So we go there to investigate and murder the innocent bears. And on our way back, we hear a creeper explosion. What? Didn't they go extinct? Impossible. Must report that information to the king, who's located in the nearby castle with some fucking Kevin MacLeod tunes playing in the background. By the way, did you know that his name is pronounced that way? MacLeod?
I'm Kevin MacLeod.
I always thought it was Matzleot. If you don't pronounce it that way, your mother is your sister. Anyways, the guard at the King Tower promptly tells us to fuck off. And so now we're gonna bribe some former government official, beat up some pirates, and he tells us about another way into the castle building the king has built to house himself and others. So we go down the river. Okay, why the fuck is this music so loud? So we go down the river, open bracket left, close bracket, to the sewers, then go to the castle dungeon, then go to the castle dungeon, then go to the castle dungeon, then to the castle dungeon, and all the way up to the tower, and steal into the king's bedroom. There we get spotted and beaten the fuck up. Oops, they might have discovered me. Oh! and put into prison. But then, some effeminate bastard frees us and tells us that he's a wizard or something, and he's gonna help us with the fucking creepers. And the rest of the map is just that. I'm not gonna spoil it. You wanna know? Find the fuck out for yourself, little bro. Or bruh. It's a typical adventure map. If you've played or watched someone play shit like The Lost Potato, you know how it goes. And if you know how it goes, you know it does get slightly fucking repetitive after a while. Go there, do that, take that, kill that, cool rat. The map isn't long enough to get really annoying. It took me around 1.5 hours to beat it, and it's got a few pretty challenging sections. The biggest fucking annoyance here is a few very weirdly designed spots. Like at the King's Tower, I get into this little workshop where I'm supposed to refine an iron bar into some sort of a shard, and when I first put a bar in my hand and tried to refine it, it didn't work. I then spent like 20 or so minutes trying to make it work. I restarted the map twice, gave myself an iron bar using a give command, and in the end, it turns out that I'm supposed to use iron bar, the quest item here, that just appears in your inventory as you enter the room. And then there was this fucking puzzle where I had to read text. A bunch of text. I'd rather drink my own stomach juice than read text longer than one sentence. So, how about you fuck off, mate? Honestly, I bet this map would go insanely hard in like 2013. But you know, that's not exactly the current fucking year. This map was awful. 7 out of 10. I quite liked it. Okay, this one's called Worker Simulator. This one is a typical digital lyrical grinder, like the app. You start out as a typical handyman, you use hands to move boxes, and you're likely a man. Anyways, you grind money, which you can spend on a variety of stuff, from pets, to hats, to suits, which unlock new jobs, to apartments, to metro tickets, which you can use to get around different cities. For example, here's the city of Streetville. Only Albert Einstein could name it that. And here's Streetville's map. And like any other 12-year-old COD player, once I noticed the strip club on the city map, I immediately fucking rushed there. Whoops, no passport. Haha. Accurate. And so the majority of gameplay is you work, you buy stuff to work better, and you buy food so you can afford running. Here you can see me after like 20 minutes of moving some virtual fucking boxes, going into town to buy some much needed food. You have a huge map to explore, bunch of stuff to enjoy. Here's me enjoying the nightlife. Who's that man? Bum! Why are you doing this to me? This is not fucking fair. Am I gonna have a fucking fist fight with this wanker now? Oh, come the fuck on. Oh my god. I've got a fucking broken bottle. Wow, man. And after moving some more fucking boxes and buying a farmer outfit, I went to work at the farm and it doesn't bloody work. I couldn't get it to work. I don't know what the fuck was I supposed to do there. I ran around trying to figure out what the hell am I doing wrong, and I wasn't able to find anything. I don't know what the fuck was I supposed to do there. I'm at this farm. I can't click anything. I can't place anything, and the guide for the job just says plant some damn vegetables. And that's after wasting 40 minutes of my life on moving some fucking boxes so I could buy this fucking farmer outfit. I wasn't exactly satisfied, and I just blew up the motherfucking farm. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe you're stupid. Maybe we're all fucking stupid. I don't know. Either way, and mind you, this map was in the section of adventure maps, so I'm gonna treat it like one. Didn't really enjoy this map. The architecture is very well done, that I admit, and the tutorial has GTA San Andreas sound effects. That's kinda cool. This is basically like one of those RP GTA servers where you can play out your fantasy of being employed while simultaneously being unemployed. Now you might say, this map is clearly meant for massive multiplayer, a huge server with many people, and I shouldn't treat it so harshly. You're right, 3 out of 10. Oh, this one's a horror. This map is called Vein-Bound, and it doesn't really have an evidence plot, or at least understanding it would require reading, which you already know isn't exactly my forte, so I'm just gonna tell you about the gameplay. You start out in this creepy looking chamber, and your first task is to escape it by swallowing exactly 3.5 ounces of fermented menstrual water. Sorry, let me rephrase. And your first task is to escape it by solving exactly 3.5 and 1 retarded puzzle. Specifically with this fucking old brush, which is supposed to be used to break suspicious gravel. Now, perhaps my eyeballs aren't exactly as functional as I believe them to be, because with this texture pack, I don't think it's exactly obvious which of these blocks is the so-called sus gravel. Either way, it took me around half an hour to stumble upon this cream-pied gravel. After getting out of the first room, you enter the darkness. And while in the darkness, you have this bar of sanity, I presume, which is slowly depleting and is refilled when standing nearby a lantern. And in this room, you've got several puzzles to solve, upon which you gain access to another room with another few puzzles to solve. The whole thing takes about 90 minutes to complete, and I enjoyed every other minute of it. That's like 20 minutes of rectal stimulation. People making this map clearly know something about sound design, because throughout the whole playthrough, my ears felt touched. And I like that. Some of the puzzles were, for lack of a better word, a bit fucky. As in, they made me go, fucking hell, how do I do this? Mostly because locating anything in the darkness is fuck-ass hard. Because you can't really see much further than like 3 blocks away from you. And some of you bookworms will say, what a fucking moron this guy is. This is level design. It's supposed to be like that. To you smart as I say, I can't fucking see anything. Where's my mummy? Can someone find me my mummy? I'm scared. Overall, I think this map is worth your penetration. It may not be like groundbreaking, and even a twat like me stopped feeling any sort of horror after the first like 7 seconds, but overall, it's a pretty damn chill map. It's also got a co-op version. So go grab your uncle that's been desperately trying to contact you and enjoy some family time. 8 out of 10. The last one, and it's a fucking banger with a K, doesn't have the gameplay depth quite like the previous maps, but if you want depth, go to the motherfucking Mariana Trench. This is just art. It's called Scum, not to be confused with Cum, and of all the maps today, this one is the most unique. It focuses on a story that's rather tragic, at the same time quite comedic, and at times quite sexual. In this map, you play as a young thug trying to make the name for himself on the streets, and your crime buddy, whom I've labeled Bartholomew, takes you on a risky job. And no more fucking spoilers. While other maps voluntarily limit themselves to Minecraft's usual themes and gameplay, this one ignores that entirely, instead focusing on a storyline that's about as disconnected from Minecraft as it can bloody get. The gameplay here is very simple. Most of the time you're literally just fucking going some places. It's really the story that's supposed to get you aroused. So the gameplay is kept clean and simple. Actually, the only thing that I didn't fucking like about the gameplay is that for some bloody reason, items here are used by pressing F on your keyboard. The key responsible for swapping the item you're currently holding with your offhand. Let me just say, whoever came up with this should swallow a fucking pine cone. Because not knowing that information makes a few spots on this map literally fucking impossible. And I was not knowing that information in the beginning. Fucking hell. Also, at times this map gets somewhat philosophical. Check out these words of wisdom. Yeah, guys. Anyways, you may not like it, but this is what peak Minecraft adventure gameplay rectal performance looks like. Anyways, good job, Peter. Absolute piece of cinema. 10 out of 10. Men will love you afterwards. It's almost like this game has been in development. Like fucking hell, I didn't know you could do that much with vanilla Minecraft, and a few resource packs, cigarette packs, unpacking a huge, that would be a lie. Now do keep in mind that the creature you're currently listening to does tend to be rather slow when it comes to problem solving, which might have made some of the issues on these maps seem far more painful than they actually are. And as a result, I may have been harsher on them than they truly deserve. Basically what I'm saying, I'm somewhat thick, so no offense mate. The links to the maps I played today I'll leave in the description. Go check them out and stop checking out your sister. Also during this video, I didn't swear once. That deserves a like. That deserves a positive thumbs up response from you. If you want to be a total pookie, you should also subscribe to the channel immediately. And share with us how many serrated decks you can fit in your try saying that, in your oral cavity, down in the comment section. I appreciate your presence here. It was me, the cream of South Dakota Walrus. Thank you for watching. Have a damn nice day. Goodbye.